Okay, so still black smoke coming from the Sistine Chapel chimney.
Yep. Day 2 of the Conclave, May 8th, 2025. No decision yet.
And everyone's watching, especially after Pope Francis passed. The question is, who's next?
It really seems to be narrowing, doesn't it? Down to two main figures, really.
The diplomat or the pastor? That's kind of how people are framing it, isn't it?
Exactly. Cardinal Pietro Parolin versus Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. And it's more than just names. It's about, well, two potential directions for the church.
Right. Let's break that down. Parolin first. He's the Vatican Secretary of State. What does that actually mean in practice?
Think of him as the top diplomat. He's been neck deep in international affairs negotiations.
Like the whole situation with China.
Precisely. High-level stuff. Global politics, maintaining the church's influence on that world stage. That's his world.
So if he becomes pope, you'd expect maybe a continuation of that focus. Global engagement, diplomacy.
That seems likely, yes. It's what he knows, what he's done. Represents that sort of establishment view, perhaps. Maintaining influence.
Okay. Now, Cardinal Tagle. Very different profile, right?
Yeah.
From the Philippines.
Totally different. He's much more known for, well, his humility, his focus on pastoral care, being with the people.
More grassroots.
Absolutely. His big concerns are things like poverty, human rights, social justice. He talks about the church needing to be closer to the poor, the marginalized.
So less about the corridors of power and more about the streets, maybe.
That's a good way to put it. He represents, I think, a desire for maybe a shift. More focus on compassion, social outreach, that kind of thing.
It really sets up a stark choice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Global political player versus a church focused on direct human need and advocacy.
It does. It's fascinating. Parolin potentially continuing that Vatican role in international diplomacy.
Well, Tagle might mean a real pivot towards, well, social justice being front and center.
Exactly. Prioritizing the pastoral mission, maybe even over some of the traditional diplomatic roles.
So this conclave isn't just picking a person, it's potentially picking a whole strategy, a whole emphasis for the Catholic Church moving forward.
That's the core of it. Where should the church focus its energy in the 21st century? Global influence or ground level impact?
It's a massive question. And honestly, what do you listening right now think? Should the focus be more on that global engagement? The Parolin model, perhaps?
Or should it lean more towards Tagle's emphasis on social justice and pastoral care, being directly with the people?
We'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts on this. Let us know down in the comments which direction you feel the church should take.
Yeah, it's a pivotal moment.
And definitely, if you want to follow how this all unfolds, who eventually emerges, what it means, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
We'll be keeping a close eye on it.